What is going on, guys? We're going to be back here in the rebuild. We're going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills this time. I believe it's only the second time we've done this team, so it should be fun. Definitely going to be a tough one, though. Buffalo, I would say, is probably one of the worst teams in the league. I know they had a decent draft. They picked up Ed Oliver, who I'm a huge fan of. He's a nice player. As you can see, he's got an 84 overall. As a rookie, they have Tremaine Edmonds. They definitely have some nice young players on defense, like Edmonds, Oliver, White here at corner. One of the better young cornerbacks. Nice safety core. But offense is where it gets a little hairy. Offense is definitely where it gets a little hairy. We have an aging running back in LaShawn McCoy, who I'm thinking about throwing on the trade block, to be honest, because I kind of feel bad for him. He got traded from Philly to Buffalo. I don't see him winning a Super Bowl with Buffalo anytime soon. By the time they're pretty much any good, he's probably going to be retired. He's already 30, so that's not too good for him. We have Josh Allen. Don't know if he's going to be the franchise quarterback yet. They did make some okay moves at receiver for, IRL, going after some veterans, but that's not going to help us out here. These veteran receivers tend to regress quite badly. Receivers are probably one of the worst regression systems here in Madden 19. So they added Brown here, a nice speedster. But as you can see, he is 28, so he's going to hit that regression block. And then Cole Beasley, who's a nice slot guy, but again, he's like 34, 35. Actually, no, he's not that old. He's like 32. Actually, what? He's 29? All right, he's 29, but still, he's going to start regressing. So we're going to have to find receivers. Our youngest receiver is going to be Zay Jones. Offensive line, they picked up Mitch Morse, who was probably a nice value guy for him, an 82 overall center. Offensive line as a whole, though, isn't the best. It's an average one at best. Tight end, we're going to have to replace that. Defensively, we're going to need to get some nice edge guys. We already got Shaq Lawson. Jerry Hughes is up there in age. Get a nice defensive tackle to go along with Oliver. A nice guy to go along with White as well. And maybe another safety. Poyer is 83 overall. I like Micah Hyde, though. Probably replace Alexander here. I do like Matt Milano. So, I mean, yeah, it's definitely not the worst roster probably, but it's up there. I would say it's top 5 for sure. But, yeah, let's go ahead and set our season goal. Man, I'm not going to lie. It's been tough for me to record videos lately because I actually went to the doctor and I had an out-of-place rib, so that wasn't fun. They had to pop it back in place, but it's still sore. Sore as crap right now, but we're getting it done. We're going to grind out some rebuilds here. So let's go ahead and hop to mid-season. Actually, let's see if we get any trade offers real quick. All right, we're actually only getting one trade offer here, and it's going to be for Trent Murphy. We don't need him. He's 27. He's not going to be a whole lot of value to our team. We're getting 3 offers, and I think I'm going to roll with New York here because they're willing to give up a 3rd-round pick this year, which is a decent value for Trent Murphy, who's not that good. He's only like an 81 overall-ish, so we're going to go ahead and trade him to New York. All right, so we're here at mid-season, sitting at 3-5, kind of what I thought we would be. I didn't think we'd be contenders at all this first year. And I'm not meaning like to sound like I'm hating on Buffalo. It's just, they're in a tough division. They got the New England, and as long as Tom Brady's there, let's be real, probably not going to win the division. You got the improving Jets here, but we'll see what we can do. I definitely feel like we're going to be more of a defensive squad, at least I'm hoping for. Because we have some nice defensive players, some real nice ones, who are young as well. Let's go ahead and check out these re-signings. I wouldn't mind bringing back Levi Wallace. If anything, he could be a nice slot guy. But I'd actually hope for him to be able to upgrade into a number 2 corner. But he'd for sure be a starting slot guy. So we'll try to bring him back on that nice deal. He's only wanting about a $3 million cap hit, which isn't bad. And he's probably going to be the only guy we want to bring back here. So let's go ahead and go right to the end of the season. No playoffs here for us in this first year. Not surprised, really. Probably going to have to change up the scheme a little bit because we only have a 52% scheme fit on offense, which isn't really what you want. You want to have a decent scheme fit. Wow. Zay Jones got 3 upgrade points? I'll take that. Offensive line didn't upgrade well. Go ahead and check out defense. Ed Oliver coming in with that hot 3 points. I'll take it. Not much, though, other than that. We finished 7-9, which is an okay season. At least we didn't finish 4-12 like the freaking Dolphs. Wow, Josh Allen puts up decent numbers. Let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, he usually doesn't have a good completion rate. I have a feeling it's the scheme. So we'll probably try and change that up a little bit. 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. That's a nice year, but once you get to that completion percentage, 59 isn't going to do it. It's definitely not. That's not good. So he's going to have to work on that a little bit. Go and check out the running the ball. LaShawn McCoy has his worst year yet. 700 yards, only 3 yards a carry. Not good. 4 touchdowns, though. Probably, yeah, we got to replace him for sure. Let's go and check out receiving. Cole Beasley puts up a decent year with 92 receptions, 1,200 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Zay Jones impresses. I didn't think he'd put up near as good of a year as he did. He put up 85 receptions, 1,000 yards, and 10 TDs. That's a decent year. Croft had a nice year. John Brown, not really impressive. Go ahead and check out blocking real fast. Deion Dawkins, 11 sacks. Cody Ford, the Rook, with 9. At least we got a center. I mean, that's probably the most important thing, I would say. 121 tackles by Milano, 113 by Edmonds. Nice to see them kind of as a little duo there. 97 tackles by Levy Wallace. What's his tackle rating? That's pretty impressive. He's a corner. Wow, it's only 51? Jesus. Oh, no, 53. Yeah, that's pretty impressive, dude. He's got, like, real bad tackling. Go ahead and check out sacks here. Sorry if I do sound a little congested. I do have a little bit of allergies happening right now. We got 9 sacks by Jerry Hughes, 9 by Lawson. Nice to see ends getting some pressure. How does freaking Star Lotullier have more Where is Ed Oliver? Ed Oliver coming in with only 2. I guess he has 15 tackles for loss. Holy crap. Ed Oliver puts up a decent year. Just not really the sack production you would want. We get 3 interceptions by Edmonds, 3 by Poyer, 2 by Milano, 2 by White, and then a couple of 1-bombs here. So not as bad of a year as I thought. We finished 22nd in offensive yards. What did we finish in defense? Okay, 28th. So I guess we were towards the bottom of the league in both stats, which isn't what you want to be. So let's go ahead and hop into free agency, see if we can make some key signings. So we're going to go after one player here, try to address running back right away. We're going to go after Jay Ajayi, try to bring him back in the division with Buffalo, which I think would be a nice signing. He's only 26. He's already an 85 overall, and I think he'd fill that hole that we're going to have with LaShawn McCoy aging and also regressing at the same time. So we'll go ahead and see if we can land Jay Ajayi. That would be huge. We're the only person offering him a contract, which is surprising. Definitely surprising. And he accepts it, so we get rid of pretty much LaShawn McCoy. I am going to try and trade him, though, because there's no reason not to try and get maybe something out of him. We also did move to a vertical power run. As you can see, it fits our scheme a lot better. We do want to utilize Josh Allen's throw. Well, throw power, I should say. So he's already got scheme fit now, which should be nice. We bring in Ajayi, which maybe we can get him to a power back. Deep threats at wide receiver. I always like the offensive line that isn't agile. And a lot of the other schemes are agile, so this is a decent one because we could have 2 tackles that are pass protectors, and then 2 guards and a center that are power, which is nice. We're also going to be switching to Jacksonville's playbook, kind of the same thing we need here. The playbook is built on a power run West Coast scheme. The goal of the playbook is to wear down defenses by running the ball and passing to the short and intermediate levels. So that's, I would say, basically the same thing. They're both built off power runs, and we know Jacksonville's a powerhouse, so why not try to use that playbook, if you know what I'm saying? But wow, this is a bit of a cheeky trade. I was trying to mess around a little bit and see what I could get done, but it looks like the Redskins are just going to straight up accept it. So we give up McCoy and Cole Beasley, and they just give us Sheriff. I mean, I feel a bit bad. I was going to add in a pick there, but they just straight up accept it. So usually it's pretty hard to make trades go down, so we're just going to let this happen. Because, I mean, we're coming off a Super Bowl victory last time, but we'll see what we can do. Maybe they just wanted to get rid of that cap hit from Sheriff, but either way, we get rid of LaShawn McCoy and Cole Beasley, and we're going to add a very nice guard who's very talented to the squad. So I'm here looking what we want to do. We picked number 9 overall. We don't need linebacker, but I was going to go receiver. There's just not really somebody that's catching my eye here with an outrageous stat. And if I'm going to use a number 9 pick on a receiver, I want him to be good. And I'm just not seeing that right now. I mean, we have Zay Jones. He's played well. So I feel like we want to go defense here. I do want to make this a defensive team first. And I think we can't pass on Nick Coe. We are using the 2020 roster. So these are most likely going to be the players available this coming up draft. So, yeah, look at this guy's stats, dude. He's got B+ block shed, B+ tackling, B hit power. He's probably not going to be the best pass rusher, but he's a scheme fit right end and should be able to replace Jerry Hughes right away. So we're going to go after him. He's going to be a 77 overall with star development. Yes. Okay. Well, that's a bit disappointing in the strength department. There's no doubt about that. Wow. Okay, that's tough. That's really tough. I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty upset about that pick. That's a tough one. Let me know if you guys think that was a reach or not. I thought he was going to be way better than that. There's still quarterbacks on the board. I mean, Tua is still available. We don't need a quarterback, though, so we're going to go... is there a tackle available? There's a tackle available, but he doesn't look like he's that good. I think we're going to go wide receiver. This Colin Johnson's got a 7.3 combine. Okay stats. If anything, he can play slot for us, but I'm hoping he can be our number 2 receiver. Let's see. 75 overall, quick development. That's not bad. He's got okay catch in traffic, nice release. So I think he's going to be our number 2 guy, but he's also going to play in the slot for us. This guy looks like he's a nice talent pick for us. You always know I like to move ends to defensive tackles, and this guy looks like he could do just that. He might not have the best bench, but I do love putting some speed players at defensive tackle, and pairing him with Ed Oliver might just be nasty. So we're going to go with Khalid Kareem here. He's a 75 overall. He's only 20. He's got quick development. He doesn't have the best strength. He's got good power move, nice speed. So we're going to try him at that defensive tackle spot, see how he does. So with the last pick I show you guys here, unless I do find a gem later, is, let's see. I might go wide receiver again and bounce him over to tight end. That seemed to work out well. This guy, you want a tight end, though, to be real nice. If I'm going to do this, he's got to be someone pretty decent. This Kendrick Rogers wouldn't be a bad tight end switch. He ran a 4.6. He put up 18 reps, which is the 7th among the wide receivers. He's 210, so we're going to roll with him. He's going to be a 73 overall. I would assume, though, he'd bounce up greatly moving to tight end, because you can see his stats are good. So we're going to bounce him to tight end. So we're back here at the start of the regular season. I'm liking the way we look. I did throw Jerry Hughes on the trade block because we already drafted somebody to replace him. So we'll go ahead and see what kind of value he's going to fetch here on the block. It looks like the best thing we're going to get is a 2020 second round pick. So let's go ahead and trade him to New Orleans. They're willing to give up a 2020 second, 2020 fifth, and then a next year's 7th, which I would say is decent value. So we'll go ahead and trade him away. Let's take a look at the roster here. I'm liking the way we look, actually. We improved quite well just in one season, but if you guys already haven't subscribed, make sure you do that. That'd be greatly appreciated. So we got Josh Allen up to an 80 overall. We're going to be running that vertical power run. Jay Ajayi's going to be our main running back. We got Zay Jones, who has nice stats. Johnson here, the rookie's going to play number 2 and slot. And then Brown's going to play, I guess, when we go into that 3 receiver package. Offensive line is actually pretty good. We traded for Sheriff. Ford's up to a 78 overall in his second year. Dawkins is up to a 78 overall. We traded for Sheriff. And we got Quentin Spain, so that's not bad. Bouncing that wide receiver over to tight end actually puts him up to a 79 overall. So I would really recommend doing that. Just bounce over a wide receiver who's got good catch in traffic to a tight end, and that really solves a lot of problems early on in the rebuild. I would definitely say so. Defensive line, we got some nasty pass rushers. We got Ed Oliver here. We're going to be starting Kareem at defensive tackle as well. Shaq Lawson, and then Coe here is going to be starting the right end position. Cornerbacks are actually pretty decent. We got Tre'Davious White, Levy Wallace, and E.J. Gaines. Still got the same safeties in Micah Hyde and Poyer. Alexander did retire, and we didn't get to address this position yet, so we're not going to have a great player there. We're still going to have Edmonds, though, and Matt Milano. which aren't bad. They're good players for sure. So we actually have a decent squad. We got an 81 overall for both offense and defense, even though I think we're a little bit more than that. I'm going to set our win total to 9 wins. We had 7 last year, so there shouldn't be any reason we don't get better, I would suggest. Alright guys, back in here, we're at mid-season year 2. Definitely has been a little bit here since I have recorded in this rebuild, so it should be fun. Glad to get back into it. So we got Brandon Sheriff here. He's a 90 overall sitting at it, and that's probably, we got to resign him. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's one of the better offensive line guards in football, so we're going to resign him. I know he's 27, but offensive linemen don't tend to regress too badly, especially when they have star development. I'm pretty sure that actually does help out. Now, this is where it starts getting a little hairy, because Shaq Lawson kind of once paid as like nearly an elite line. Actually, that's not that much. It's only about a 5 mil cap hit. He just hasn't shown me anything that would want me to re-sign him. His finesse move is really low, so I guess we're gonna kind of have to see what kind of year he has before I commit to signing him, because I feel like I end up wasting a lot of money on re-signings for players that I don't end up using that much. So we'll go ahead and see what kind of year Shaq Lawson has, and that'll do it here. Alright, no playoffs. What the crap, bro? Okay. Alright, I see how it's going to be. What did we finish? What? We finished 5-11? That's like the same record as last year, I'm pretty sure. Wow. And like no upgrade points. Literally close to none. We're talking 1 at best. Actually, defense upgraded well. Tremaine Edmonds coming in with 3. We got 5 from Ed Oliver. He's going to be nasty. When we hit that, man, the Patriots are still 12-4. All right, Josh Allen is just struggling up here. It's just what it is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we need to get him an elite receiver. It could also be the scheme. He only passes for about 3,400 yards. He has 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, and he has a 61% completion rate. That's not good. That's not good. Go ahead and check out rushing. I like our running game right now with Jay Ajayi getting 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Receiving the ball, the Rook, Colin Johnson, 75 receptions, 970 yards, 9 touchdowns. That's impressive. 61 receptions, 600 yards, 2 touchdowns by the tight end. Converted from wide receiver, which I would like to see. Zay Jones, not a great year, considering he's my #1 guy. Jay Ajayi didn't get a touchdown receiving, but he put up some decent numbers. Blocking, we got Deion Dawkins up in here, allowing 9 sacks. Other than that, though, I like where we are. Defensively, we get 128 tackles by Edmonds, 113 by Milano. This linebacking core is pretty good. It's definitely real nice. 92 by EJ Gaines, 87 by White. Sacks, whoa, that's kind of disappointing that we struggled in this sacks department, but Ed Oliver has 20 tackles for loss. Oh my god. That's real impressive. Shaq Lawson, you know what? That's not really what I want to see there. To re-sign him. You know what I might do with Shaq Lawson is hit him with that franchise and then see if I can't get a trade for him, because why not? You know, there's no reason not to. He's a decent overall. He might fetch a nice price. So that's probably what I'm going to do. 3 picks by White, 2 by Edmonds, 2 by Poyer. It's nice to see our playmakers getting picks as well. So that's going to do it here for the end of the season. Yeah, we struggled offensively. Josh Allen didn't play well. Gonna kind of chalk it up. He didn't have a lot of receiver help. His best receiver was Zay Jones, and he's not the best. So let's go ahead and hop into free agency. All right, guys, I just had to get this done. I wanted to see what would happen. So we go after DeForest Buckner, and you guys can probably guess why. Our defensive line is disgusting inside right now. So we give away a right outside linebacker. We pretty much just had to add that just so they would accept it, because this is a fair amount of, I would say, draft capital. If someone was to offer this for DeForest Buckner, I would definitely say they would accept it. Because Odell went for a first rounder. Khalil Mack went for 2 first rounders, and we're nearly giving up 2 first round. We're giving up the second round pick this year. and we're giving up our first round pick next year. So we still are going to have our first round pick this year. I wanted to make sure I could try to keep that because we do have like a number 4 overall pick. So we picked fairly high this year, but I just had to go after Buckner. I just wanted to see what would happen if we get 2 elite defensive tackles to play. I know it might be a little bit waste of cap space, but we got to try it. So for that trade, the 49ers were not interested in Shaq Lawson, so we still got to get rid of him because we did franchise tag him. So let's go ahead and try to get something for him. I kind of like Devin Funchess. We need a possession receiver. Our receiving core definitely needs a little bit of upgrades. So we're going to go after Funchess here, see what this will get us. All right, it's very close. Maybe just adding in a 3rd round pick will do it. So if we give up a 3rd and Shaq Lawson, do we get Devin Funchess here? And we do, so we get an 85 overall receiver, which is not bad. All right, after making a couple trades there, we're going to go ahead and make some signings as well, or at least try to. We're going to go after Matthew Ioannidis. We're paying him way more than we should. We're giving him a $100 million contract over 7 years. And we're going to go after Tyler Boyd as well because I really want to try to increase this receiving core as quick as possible. And I think this would be a very nice way to do it. Zay Jones could play the slot, where I think he's probably better suited going after Tyler Boyd. And I'm actually pretty impressed with how Tyler Boyd played last year IRL. So we're going to go after him, and that would greatly increase our receiving core presence, give us some nice receivers for Josh Allen to throw to. So let's go ahead and see if they want to accept this. Please do. Please do. Okay, they do. So we get Ioannidis. So, dude, our defensive line is really disgusting. It really is. So we're going to have Ed Oliver, 94 overall, Buckner, 94, Ioannidis, 88. We got Coe, the second-year guy. Oh, man. This might be one of the nastiest defensive lines I've rebuilt so far. So doing a quick draft recap, man, I had to take a right end. I know I didn't need one. We did have that second-year guy, but this guy is a monster. He's at 22, dude. He's 79 overall. He has superstar developments. So, I mean, he's not even one of the older linemen, like 24. Starting out at 22, dude, and he's got superstar. Adding to this defensive line, he's got insane power move for a rook. He's got 90 strength, all the traits you would want. And he's got nice finesse move. So I'd say this is a solid upgrade from our other right end. And this guy's going to be a beast because we already have a nasty defensive line. So it should help out. We also go right outside linebacker. We did need one. This guy should fit in nicely. Simon Roy. He's not going to be able to rush the passer, but I don't really need him to. I just need him to be a nice tackler, and I think he should be able to do that well for us. He's also got decent strength. That's the only guy that's going to start for us. The only 2 guys, I should say, is these main 2 guys. Other than that, just a lot of depth. So we're back here at week 1. We made some moves. We made some real good moves. Taking a look at our offense first, we got Josh Allen still. He's now a scheme fit. We got Jay Ajayi. I did change the offensive scheme to spread because I don't think that vertical power run was working out too well for us. So we're going to try this out. Jay Ajayi's scheme fit now. We got some receivers for Allen and Funchess and Boyd this free agency. We got a lot of good people in free agency. Now Zay Jones is going to be moving down to the slots. We have a decent offensive lineman. At least they're solid averages, no lower than a B, which is always good. Our tight end's up to an 80 overall. Now, when we get to our defense, I told you guys I wanted to make our defense great, and I think we're getting there, if we're not already there. We have 2 solid defensive tackles in Ed Oliver and DeForest Buckner. I'm real curious to see what they can do together, what kind of seasons they can put up. Then we go after the insane rookie Cloud with superstar developments. And we signed Matthew Ioannidis in free agency. So, as a whole, our defensive line, probably one of the best out there. Safeties, we still do have some nice ones in Hyde and Poyer. Got a nice linebacking core. The rookie Roy's going to start. Edmonds is a monster. Milano. Maybe you could say cornerback's a weakness besides White. Maybe get another good corner to go along with it. Maybe we'll look for that this next offseason. But we're only in year 3 currently. So, it's not like we're doing too bad. I know we finished 5-11 2 years. But our team is greatly improved, so I think we make the playoffs. At least I hope so. So we're back here in midseason, sitting at 3-5 again, and that's very disappointing. I feel like this might be a bug because what are the odds? I'm pretty sure these are the first 3 seasons. I finished 3-5 at midseason, all 3 of them. So, I mean, it might just be super crazy and that could happen, but I don't know. I don't think that's, going to happen like that. 3-5, 3 straight years is pretty crazy. I mean, that would be one hell of a coincidence if that was the case. But let's go and check out the players we got to resign. I'm not sure why we're struggling, but it is what it is. Maybe it's Josh Allen. So, oh wow, we have some players we got to resign. We got to resign Tre'Davious White. We already have to resign Devin Funchess. Jordan Poyer, probably going to let him go. He's up there in age at 29. Yeah, I don't see him coming back. Probably going to resign Mitch Morse as well as Quentin Spain. Zay Jones is coming back. Matt Milano's coming back. Deion Dawkins is coming back. Man, we got a lot of people to resign. So let's go ahead and get these signings done. But yeah, we're going to have to spend quite a bit of cap, but it's worth it. We need to bring back some of these key players. So no playoffs here in year 3. Unfortunately, we don't do well. We finished 7-9, which is a bummer. I thought we had a great team coming up here. Not sure what the problem is. Well, guess we'll see in the stats. Because something's going on. So we finished 9th in offensive yards. Josh Allen looks like he has a great year. Defensively, is that dead last defensive yards? Because usually when it doesn't show a number, you're last. Man, that's... So what did we finish in defense? So 32nd is there. Oh, wow. Okay, we finished 9th. Yeah, I got a little quiet there. I was counting down. So we finished 9th. I wonder why it just didn't show the number there, but how do you miss the playoffs, bro, if we finish 9th in offensive yards and 9th in defense? Come on, man. What are the odds of that? Josh Allen, man, he's kind of showing me a little bit of turnover prone. 16 interceptions. Can't get that completion rate too high, but he threw for 4,400 yards, which is impressive right there. Rushing the ball, Jay Ajayi, another 1,000-yard season. 4 touchdown. Fumbles are getting a little out of hand for him. His fumbles went up by 1. Receiving the ball, 90 receptions, 980 yards, and 9 touchdowns. Leads the team from Funchess. 82 receptions, 805 for Boyd. Zay Jones with about 900 yards and 9 touchdowns. Our tight end putting up decent numbers with 704 touchdowns. So, okay, I mean, yeah, we put up a good season, but not a whole lot of touchdowns from one single player. Sacks-wise, I like where our offensive line is currently, so we'll probably try to keep it here. Defensively, 105 tackles by Edmonds, 97 by Milano, 96 by Poyer, 82 by Wallace. Go ahead and check out the sacks here. We get 10 by Buckner, 7.5 by Milano, 5 by Ioannidis. We're not getting many sacks by Ed Oliver, which is a little tough. But he's still going to wreak havoc. He has an interception. 2 sacks by the rookie Cloud. Interceptions here. We get 3 by Gaines, 3 by Poyer, 2 by Milano. Then a couple of 1-bombs. So not that great of a year defensively. At least sacks-wise. I know we get some by Buckner, but I was hoping for a little bit more from that defensive line, to be honest. So I guess let's go ahead and hop right into free agency here. All right, back in free agency, man, there's usually in year 4, there are a lot of nice running backs available for whatever reason. And we're going to go after one. So I'm not going to completely leave out Jay Ajayi, but I really want to create a dual backfield. I haven't really done that yet. So I'm going to give him the 3rd down running back snaps, and I'll give Jay Ajayi the power running back snaps. I really want to create a nice duo there. It's kind of a luxury spending at this point because I'm just trying to get whatever I can to make the team better right now. So we're going to go after Levante David. He's going to add a nice presence to that linebacking core. I mean, we already have one. There's some nice pass rushers available, but I don't really want to replace Cloud. He's a real nice player, and we just drafted him, so there's no reason to get rid of him yet. Clinton Dix, we're going to go after him. Micah Hyde's starting to regress as well, so this is where it's going to start getting pretty hairy because we really need a nice safety here after losing our strong safety. So we're going to go after Clinton Dix and hope that he accepts. And if he does, we'll probably move our free safety over to strong safety. That's going to do it. That's the only offers we're doing right now currently. So let's go ahead and advance forward and see if we get anybody. No! Clinton Dix rejected it. What? Oh my god, dude, that's insane. We offered him a little bit more as well. At least we get Tariq Cohen and Levante David. So just in the draft, actually, I drafted a free safety that's better than the strong safety I drafted with my second round pick. This guy's only a 72 overall. I'm surprised I hit on this. This is actually a decent pick here. So we picked him in the 3rd round with our 11th pick. He's definitely going to be the starting strong safety for us. He's a 78 overall, so that's a pretty decent hit right there. He's got 87 speed, nice tackling, nice zone coverage. He should fill in nice for Poirier that we had to let go of. His awareness is a bit low, but that's really the only knock you could say he has currently. I mean, he's pretty decent. He's got nice speed, okay hit power, so let's go ahead and hop right into year 4. In year 4 with Buffalo here, let's just say things have not went as planned. I mean, we haven't had a winning record yet. And we're in year 4, which is kind of odd. Not too sure why. Josh Allen isn't upgrading greatly, so that could definitely be why a reason we're not doing too well. He's only sitting at about an 83 overall, being 84 after we hit this upgrade on him. I'm not sure why we're not doing well, though, especially our defense. We should just be massacring people with our defense. So we're going to have Tariq Cohen. He's going to be our starting running back, our 3rd down running back, I should say. And then Jay Ajayi is going to be our power running back. See if that duo is nasty or not. Got Devin Funchess still. Same receiving core and tight end. And same O-line. I'm kind of surprised our offensive line I was able to keep together. But this year, we're going to have a lot of signings to make. We're going to have to re-sign some rookies like Ford. We're going to have to re-sign Josh Allen. A lot of people. Defensively, I really like where we're at. I mean, we have Micah Hyde still. We got that nice safety in the draft. McLean. Got a nasty linebacking core. I mean, we got some savages. Tremaine Edmonds. He's probably only like 24. Didn't he enter the league when he was like 20? He's only 23. Jesus. We got Milano as well. Levante David. Tre'Davious White. Still need another corner. Just hasn't been one in the free agency period that's been really elite, and that's what I'm looking for. Defensive line, though, we got some good people. We got Cloud out here, DeForest Buckner, Ed Oliver, Matthew Ioannidis. So I really like where we're sitting at there. Let's go ahead and set our season goal. Hopefully, we'll make the playoffs. One would hope. That'd be nice if we could make the playoffs in year 4. If not, it's not going to be good. All right, guys, I'll give you a little sneak peek here of our record, and we're sitting at a 6-2. Finally. Freaking finally. Holy crap. But, you know, the 1 year we're doing good, of course the division is going to be just insane. I mean, look at this. We got 3 other people that are 5-2. The only thing separating us from them is that we have a bye currently. So they could easily take our spot, which is kind of scary. It's kind of freaking scary. So we're going to have to re-sign Micah Hyde here, Tremaine Edmonds, Josh Allen. Oh, Josh Allen doesn't want a huge contract, which is nice. Cody Ford is going to have to come back. That's probably it, to be honest. That's probably it there. Just those main players. So let's go ahead and get these people re-signed and hop right to the end of the year. Come on, bro. We're simming these last few weeks. We're about to see if we're in the playoffs. Let's do it for the first time, bro. Okay, we make the wild card. Dang. And oh my god, dude. Look at how our division finished. I mean, 12-4 Dolphins, 11-5 Jets. We're 3rd in the division. That means 2 wild cards came out of this division, including us. And we have to take on the Dolphins. Man. Alright. I see how it is. I see how it freaking is. I just don't get it why Josh Allen isn't upgrading good. He's really not, to be honest. He's just not. Defensively, Cloud here has another 4 upgrade points. He's not upgrading as a whole really greatly. And it's a little disappointing. It definitely is. Let's go and check out the stats. Good old stats for the year. We finished 20th in offensive yards, 19th in defense. So what did we get here? Josh Allen actually puts up, I'll take that. About 4,200 yards, 29 touchdowns, 7 picks, 63% completion rate. I'll take it. I mean, yeah, sure. J.J. doesn't get many snaps, unfortunately, but Tariq Cohen does well with his. He gets 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns. J.J. gets 5 touchdowns as well, though. Receiving the ball, 84 receptions. Man, we just can't seem to get that 1,000-yard receiver, can we? I guess it's nice that we're sharing the ball and stuff, but I'd love to have a nice receiver that could get us 1,000 every year. 9 touchdowns by Boyd. Our tight end doing work out here. Funchess puts up 900 yards. A little bit less on the touchdowns, though. Zay Jones isn't doing real great from the slot, to be honest. Tariq Cohen put a decent receiving season up. Let's go ahead and check out the... Oh, okay. That's bad. Deion Dawkins allowing double-digit sacks as well as our left guard. This is where it starts getting nasty. Defensively, 117 by David. 104 tackles by Edmonds. 90 by McLam, the ruck, which is nice. 9.5 sacks by Ed Oliver. 9 by Buckner. 8.5 by Cloud. 7 by Edmonds. 5 by Ioannidis. So finally getting sack production. 3 by White picks-wise. 2 by Edmonds. 2 by Walt. I mean, oh my God. Edmonds can do it all. 2 interceptions, 7 sacks, 6 tackles for loss, 104 tackles? I mean, that's an insane year by him. So that's going to do it here for the end of the year. Let's go and hop right into the playoffs. I'm not going to play the moments. I just want to see if my team can get it done. All right, let's see what we can get done here. We score 3 right off the bat. So definitely don't want to give Miami any chances. Oh, wow. We're beating up on Miami right now currently. They score 3. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, our team's really showing up here. This is impressive. This is freaking an impressive showing. Oh, man, we're dominating, dude. The Dolphins finished 12-4 as well. Oh, there's some nasty teams in the playoff, though. We're going to still have to play Houston, possibly. I'm pretty sure Cleveland's in the playoffs. Josh Allen plays good in his first playoff game here. 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. And no, well, I don't know about interceptions. Did he throw a pick? No picks. Nice game. Running the ball kind of struggled, but it's all right. We'll get the job done. And that's all that matters. We're moving on. We got that W, if you know what I'm saying. And would you look who we're playing? It's freaking Cleveland. Man, they're tough. I just don't see us ever beating them without having to play the moments. I mean, we're not doing too bad, dude. Oh, we can't give them a chance, though, to catch up. Okay. This is where they probably take over, right? Yeah. Score a touchdown. We gotta do something, though, right? Okay. Wow, we just get blown out there towards the end. That's very disappointing. What the crap, dude? Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to freaking see it. There's just nothing you can do. Excuse me, Josh Allen? If you put up stats like that in a playoff game, you're probably not going to be a quarterback for too long. 41% completion rate by Allen? Are you insane? Holy crap, dude. That's unbelievable. So we're back here in the last free agency period of the rebuild. Go ahead and check out the players we're going to re-sign here. We're going to go after Antonio Brown. I'm going to try to stack our team as much as possible. We're going to go after Richard Sherman to play alongside Tre'Davious White. And we're going to go after Charles Leno because our left tackle allowed 17 sacks, which didn't help at all. So we're going to go after these 3 players, which I think would very much help us out. And, actually, I'm glad I seen that because I did not think anybody else was offering a contract to Sherman. Let's just go ahead and up that signing bonus, bro. I'll get you to come play in Buff. I'm just going to keep on upping it. Man, if he doesn't accept, I'm going to be a bit bummed. Out. Dang, I had a little voice crack there. All right, let's put up the $4 million. I mean, we're paying him to come here. He better come here, man. We're giving him a huge contract, as well as Antonio Brown. So we'll go ahead and see. I'm probably not going to show a draft recap because there's really probably going to be nobody I get. I'll show it if I do get somebody like good that's going to start, but if not, there's probably no reason to. Let's go ahead and advance forward. All right, we get all 3 of them. That's going to help out. We get a left tackle, we get a wide receiver, and a corner. Alright, so after 4 seasons of rebuilding, the squad is looking like this. Let's go ahead and take one final look at it before we simulate to the end of the year. Josh Allen got up to an 85 overall. Bit disappointed overall with how he upgraded. Didn't really like how slowly it was going. Running backs, we ended up getting Jay Ajayi and Tariq Cohen. Now we got that duo still. Wide receivers, we added AB. I like Tyler Boyd in the slot, so I'm glad he's going to be able to play there the final year. Devin Funchess should be a nice number 2, and then Antonio Brown, obviously, that number 1 elite wide receiver. We did go after Charles Leno to try to address left tackle a little bit. Other than that, though, our offensive line is average. It's not great, but it should get the job done. We're not probably going to be more of a running team anyway. I'd like to think we're more of a passing team. Our tight end, who we converted, is up to an 83 overall. Defensively, though, is where it starts getting nasty. We got Ioannidis at Oliver. I mean, these guys are elite defensive tackles playing together. Cloud is going to be up to an 88 overall now. We finally get a cornerback to go along with White and Richard Sherman. And Levy Wallace can move down to the slot where I think he'll play a lot better. So I got Micah Hyde up in here. McLam in his second year. Linebackers, I like where they are. Edmonds is up to an 86 overall at 24. Matt Milano and Levante David. So that's what the squad's looking like. Let me know before we go ahead and simulate this how you think the squad ended up here in year 4 before we get to the end of this. If you thought I did a good rebuild or not. I tried my best. I tried my freaking best. What is this guy looking like? Ooh, he's got some nasty stats. That's really good. So let's go ahead and set the season goal. We know what time it is. It is Super Bowl or bust time. Let's get it. Just simulating these last few weeks here, man. Oh, if we don't make the playoffs, that's going to be really upsetting. Oh my god, dude. We finished 9-6. Get out of my face. And you know what probably kept us out of the playoffs? The last week we lost to Cleveland. You hate to see it, dude. You hate to freaking see it. Let's go ahead and check out our stats, though. See what kind of year we put up. We were 7th in offensive yards. Defensive yards, 28th. You know what? Don't tell me how, because I don't want to know how. I don't want to know how our 95 overall defense finishes 28th. We hadn't been in the top 10 at all this rebuild. Ooh, I mean, yeah, Buffalo, it was heading into it, I knew it was one of the tougher rebuilds to do. So it's not too disappointing. We made the playoffs, but it's a bummer. Running the ball, dude, we had a nasty year. Receiving, AB puts up 94 catches, 1,000 yards. I just want to check out sacks, really, to see if we did a good performance. I mean, come on. We put up 14 by Buckner, 11 by Oliver, 9 by Cloud. You know what, dude? I got cheated there. I'm not going to lie. 5 picks? What? What happened? All right. Sure, Madden? Man, they need to address this. They really got to address this. In the next Madden, I hope they do. There's way too many power teams you can play with. Like, Cleveland should not make the playoffs and win the Super Bowl every year. It just shouldn't happen, but it does. It freaking does. And when you play as a team that's not a powerhouse, you can't win. You can't freaking win. I mean, we're sitting with a 95 overall defense, and a 91 overall offense. I mean, I know I could be a little better, but it's definitely surprising when we have a 95 overall defense and we finish 28th in defensive yards. That's weird. I don't know what it is. I know I went on a little rant there, but I do apologize for not making it to at least the Super Bowl once. But that's going to do it for this rebuild. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure you hit that sub button. That would be greatly appreciated. Also, if you do want to get the running back career mode early or new rebuilds, make sure you support me on Patreon. That would be greatly appreciated. You can find the link down in the description below. But if you guys cannot, I fully understand it. And you guys can still catch a lot of my stuff here on YouTube. Just might be a couple days later for the running back career mode. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you leave a suggestion of who you want to see me rebuild next. Peace out.